What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, making their debut on the channel tonight. Sure, why not? We have Grouplove. Yes, indeed. How about that? Grouplove making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity-bob, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video is done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Marin De La Cruz, and Marin De La Cruz wanted to see me react to this song by Grouplove called I'm With You. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold on, I recognize this, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Songkick, okay? And the video has 136,965 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Grouplove, I'm With You, live from the Seesaw Tour. Interesting name for a tour. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
These are confusing times.
I'm not sure what to make of this. It's not rock. It's not pop. It's got elements of like dance. But it's I don't know. I don't know how I would classify this.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it either.
Pop rock, maybe? I don't know. Rock dance? It's weird. It's weird. It's not terrible, though. This is the weird thing, though. Okay, let me just come right out and say it. This is not my cup of tea, okay? Let me just look. There is absolutely no hiding that, okay? I am not even going to try to deny that. This is absolutely not my cup of tea. Having said that, though, I mean, it's not bad. It's not terrible. I mean, I don't necessarily like it, but I mean, it's not... Like, they're not doing anything I'm finding offensive. They're not doing anything that sounds bad. They're not doing anything that sounds out of place. They're not doing anything that sounds out of key. They're not doing anything that doesn't make any sense. It's just, well, okay, the whole thing's kind of nonsensical to me, but I mean, but they're making it work, and obviously they're taking it pretty seriously. So this is not like a joke to them. They're serious about this. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, though. I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's see where this goes. I'm actually, believe it or not, I am kind of curious to see where this is going to go. I still don't like it. I'm not digging this, but there are some things that are happening in this that are undeniable, and they're good. The song is catchy as hell. I'm sorry, but it is. Look, it may not be my cup of tea, but I am not going to sit here and try to pretend like this song has absolutely no value whatsoever. No, it does have value. It is catchy. It is absolutely catchy. I will also go another step further, and I will say I hear a ton of commercial value in this song. This song could be used primarily, you know where I really see this song being used? Commercials. commercials. All different kinds of commercials. It's got that upbeat, happy feel that people want in their commercials. So yeah. And it's got a nice groove. It's upbeat. It's up-tempo. It's faster paced. It's got a nice groove going for it. I will say the bass player's got some nice bass work going on in there. A lot of great slide work, which I'm always a big fan of. It's pleasing to the ear. It's just not necessarily pleasing to my ear. You see what I'm saying, though? I mean, if I'm looking at this objectively, though, it's not bad. It's actually, I can't believe I'm going to say this, it's actually really good. It's just, it's not up my alley. Not by any stretch. Let's finish this out, and we'll get to the review, and we'll talk all about it.
I'm with you.
Halftime field again. Good. I mean, gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him. I don't get it. I don't like it. But there is absolutely no denying that there are some really good things happening there. Let me think about it. I have a feeling I know where this is going to go. I can't believe I'm going to say the things I'm going to say. Let me think about it. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Grouplove with I'm With You. This was a request from Marin de la Cruz. Okay, before I give my score, I've said this before on the channel, and I'm gonna say it again. Bear with me. I don't have to love a song to give it a really good score. On the flip side, I don't have to hate a song to give it a really low score either. So it just comes down to being objective, folks, and taking personal feelings aside and putting them out of the way. There have been a number of songs I've done on the channel that I haven't necessarily liked. And I've said, I don't like it. I don't want to listen to this again. This will never be on a playlist, and I have absolutely no desire to listen to anything else from this band. And yet, I'll give them a pretty good score, or even a really good score. I've even given great scores to songs that I don't necessarily like. I've done it. I've done it because I'm able to look at the songs objectively, and I'm able to call a spade a spade. And if they do something that's really good, I'm gonna acknowledge it, and I'm gonna say yes. I give them all the credit. I'm gonna give them their due. They did this really well. That's really all there is to it. So when I give this score, I hope people aren't terribly shocked at the score that I'm gonna give it here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.4. Yeah, 7.4. Believe it or not, I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I don't like it. I don't want to listen to this again. This is never going to end up on a playlist, I guarantee you. But there are some undeniable qualities and some undeniable facts that were happening with this song that we have to look at, and we have to acknowledge that they did a really good job. For starters, can we just talk about the commercial value of this song? I don't like it, but I know a lot of people do like stuff like this. A lot of people, a lot of consumers enjoy music like this. So, companies that have a product to sell, they know this. They know they want to sell their product. They want to get it in the hands of consumers. What do? They make a commercial. What does every commercial have in it? Music. And when you're trying to instill good feelings into people, upbeat feelings, positive feelings, the kind of feelings that are going to motivate people to get off their couches and go out and buy their product, well, what kind of music are we going to do? Are we going to do something that's slow and drab and dreary and depressing? Or are we going to get an upbeat, fast-paced, happy-feeling song that's going to make people get motivated to get off their couches and go out there and buy the product? Gee, I wonder which one they're going to use. This song has a ton of commercial appeal, specifically for commercials. Movies, I don't know about that. Television shows, maybe. It depends on the television show. I couldn't see it being like a theme song, but I could see it being used for like an episode. You know, some episode, some poignant part in the show where it's an uplifting and upbeat feeling and really happy moment. They could pop this in there. You know, some teenage rom-com, sure, why not? I could see that being put in there, sure, why not? But there is a lot of potential in the song. The song is upbeat. The song does feel good. The song does inspire good feelings. I can see that. On top of that all, there was some really good musicianship going on in there. The bass and the drums were locked in. There were some really good things happening in there, in particular from the bass player. Some really good stuff happening there. The octave jumps, you know, 1-8-7-8, 1-8-7-8. It's a good pattern. It's a really simple pattern, but when it's done right, it can be very effective. On top of that, he had some great slide work. But nothing fancy, nothing all that crazy, nothing that isn't really all that hard to do. It's not hard to do that stuff at all. The only thing you gotta be wary of when you're doing slides, you gotta be aware of your accuracy. That's it. You don't want to overshoot and you don't want to undershoot. You gotta go. You know, if you're gonna do an octave slide, you know, start on the 1, slide to the 8, go back down to the 1. It's really not that hard if you know your instrument. It's not tough at all. You can even do it without looking if you really know your instrument well. But he did a fine job locking in with the drummer. Solid drumming. I mean, I didn't hear anything that stuck out. I didn't hear anything that sounded bad. It was super solid drumming. I wouldn't say anything was all that impressive about what the drummer did, but I mean, he did a fine job. The keyboardist, the dedicated keyboard player slash guitar player, doing a nice job of filling out the sound. Same thing with the other guitar player. I think there were 2 guitar players, one of them playing keyboard and the other one playing guitar. Did a really nice job of filling out the sound, never really drawing too much attention to themselves. Just really kind of, I don't want to say lurking in the background, but it seemed to me like the bass was more in front of the mix than the guitar and the keyboard were. They were really more about filling out the sound, which was fine. Nothing wrong with that. If they have their job, they know what their job is supposed to be, and they know how to accomplish it. So you gotta give them credit for that. Vocally, I think is probably the most impressive thing, and the most impressive thing I saw vocally, honestly, happened at the beginning of the song, where the lead vocalist was sitting at the keyboard, and he was doing that effect with his voice, where it was done through the mic, obviously. It was a very long delay, and that was really cool. A nice, nice sustained delay. But what he did though with the mic was he was shaking his head from side to side, giving it that oscillating sound. Very cool. When you're using it in conjunction with that delay, you're gonna get a really cool sound with your voice, and he did a great job with it. I was kind of impressed by that. I mean, to see it done live in a live situation, you don't see that too often, so it was cool to see that. The female singer did a fine job coming in where she needed to come in, to be that second voice in strategic spots, not singing through the entire song, but coming in where necessary to add an extra voice strategically in places that made sense and sounded good. Listen, in closing, will I ever listen to anything from these guys again? Probably not. I don't think there's anything else in the queue from them. I very seriously doubt it. Do I want to hear more from them? To be perfectly honest, no, I don't. But at the same time, if people request it, I'll do it. I'll do it. I just be prepared for me to say I'm not a fan. You know, that's all there really is to it. Listen, not everybody's gonna love everything they hear. At least not a regular person. You know, I can't think of a single person who can honestly say that they listen to every single style of music, everything they hear they love. If you hear people saying that kind of stuff, I question them. I really do. I question their integrity and their honesty, or I question their sanity. One of the two. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna love everything on the channel. I've said that from day one. There are gonna be things on the channel I don't like. There are even gonna be things on the channel that I can't stand. On the flip, there's also gonna be songs that I like, and there's gonna be songs that I love. Doesn't necessarily mean the scores are gonna equate to how I personally feel about the song. That's where objectivity comes into play. I don't like it. I don't want to hear it again, but there's no denying, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this, there is no denying that that is actually a really good, well-written, well-constructed, and well-executed song. So, 7.4 is where we're at, and 7.4 is where we're gonna stay. 7.4, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.